SACS aveva intuito già 20...
SACS had already guessed 20 years ago that Maxi ribs could have played a major role on the market, and a decade ago, in 2008, gave rise to the Strider series, which today boasts 11 models, from 8 to 20 metres. They are boats with huge spaces and plein air, very comfortable cockpits, huge sun decks and giant aft platforms. The Strider 13 is a very successful model and is at the centre of the range, with its 13 metres overall length and almost 4 metres of maximum width. Over time, many different models have been produced because the manufacturer offers the owner the possibility to customise it. For example, it can be used as a service boat for mega yachts, taking up the colours of the mother boat. Here it's all gigantic. The different areas are all very spacious because it has the measurements of a yacht, but it does not have bulky superstructures or deck furniture. It's obviously designed and dedicated for use in the Mediterranean areas, where you prefer to stay outdoors to get a tan. The awning is extracted in a moment, almost effortlessly, thanks to an ingenious system of actuators that automatically push it into position. Up to 8 people can have lunch around the teak table. The kitchen cabinet has space for the fridge, the stove or a cutting board and the sink. The entire bow deck is covered with mattresses. However, the area would be more elegant without padding, being able to show off a beautiful coating with wide teak slats. On the stern deck, up to 4 people can stretch out and the swimming platform is very large. Well sheltered by the large wraparound windscreen and the hard top, there are 2 pilot armchairs. At the base of the console, a platform allows the pilot to find the best driving position. In the cabin, the bed measures 220 centimetres long and 200 centimetres wide. The bathroom is equipped with a piece of furniture capable of holding towels and more. In the version with outboard engines, it is possible to set up a second double cabin in the aft cove.
Questo gommone ha un bel coefficiente di finezza, voglio dire, è piuttosto lungo.
This boat has a nice finesse coefficient. I mean, it's quite long and quite narrow, and attention to the hull. The submerged area of the hull is much narrower than what you can see from above, because here we have the tubes.
La postazione di guida è organizzata come fosse una barca sportiva. Forse lo è.
The driving position is organised as if it were a sport boat. Maybe it is. It really is. Very wheel, easy to grip, throttles very close, comfortable and contact equipment.
La versione che stiamo per provare è motorizzata Mercury Diesel.
The version we are going to try is powered by Mercury Diesel, a 4,200cc 8-cylinder Volkswagen-derived V-engine capable of reaching 370 horsepower at 4,200 RPM. Will we manage to reach the maximum speed? Well, if they have the right propellers fitted, yes, but we'll check it out now.
Il cantiere offre la possibilità di personalizzarlo e non solo dal punto di vista estetico, ma anche
The shipyard offers the possibility to personalise it, not only from an aesthetic point of view, but also from a technical point of view. For example, if you want other diesel engines, they can mount a Volvo Penta up to 400 horsepower, always with aft drive. But you can also choose petrol engines from 300 to 430 horsepower stern drives or even outboard engines. 2 from 400 may be 425 horsepower or 3 from 350 horsepower. In short, you have understood that it is versatile from the very point of view that with certain engines it is also very fast. With 4 propellers pushing, it begins to plane in an instant. We are well beyond planing indeed. We are already sailing at 20 knots with a total consumption of 40 litres per hour. In practice, to cover a mile, we need 2 litres of diesel. The engines are just at 2,200 RPM.
È una bruttissima giornata per navigare. Beh, in realtà dipende dai gusti, perché
It's a very bad day to surf. Well, actually, that depends on your preference, because while I agree that the sky is cloudy and the sea is rough, there are some 80-centimetre long waves. But from a certain point of view, these are the proper conditions to try out a boat like this.
che può essere destinato a compiere anche lunghe traversate e incontrare quindi situazioni di mare molto diverse.
They can be used to make long crossings, so it could meet very different sea situations along the way. And if the sea is very rough, the boat must get you to your destination anyway, maybe tapering the speed.
A proposito, velocità di crociera.
By the way, cruising speed while going against the waves is 30 knots, with engines at 2,800 RPM. The consumption is increased to 70 litres per hour.
È uno scafo che va guidato. Dovete sentirlo, sentire le onde, scegliere come attraversarle.
It's a hull that should be driven. You have to feel it, feel the waves, choose how to cross them. But it really allows a lot. Maybe it does not forgive you if you are too impulsive in the turns. It is, in fact, terribly reactive, even too much so.
Attenzione perché ora si comincia a saltare. Lo vedete?
Pay attention, because now you start to jump. Do you see it? Ah, yes. But do you hear impacts? I feel the engines pushing. I see the counter that goes up, the tachometer that goes up, alas, even the consumption goes up.
Ma non sento battere.
But I do not hear beating. It's really soft, eh? Do you agree, Gigi? OK, even the cameraman says it's soft. And if he says so, seeing as he's basically sitting on the hull,
No, è davvero morbido.
no, it's really soft. And all in all, we are not going slow. We are at 38 knots.
Ho tenuto il trim basso perché andando contro le onde questa dovrebbe essere la regolazione.
I kept the trim low because going against the waves, this should be the best adjustment. But if I want to measure the maximum speed, I have to raise it. Throttle down, trim up is the usual rule.
È chiaro, si beccheggia un po' di più, ma no.
It's clear it pushes a bit more, but does not slam. Still does not slam. It's a hull really made to tackle the sea at high speed, and even in the presence of waves, you can trust it.
Oh, questa è alta. Perfetta.
Oh, this is high. Perfect. Speed, 43 knots. Maximum consumption, 155 litres per hour.
Quando guidi un mezzo come questo, capisci perché.
When you drive a vehicle like this, you understand why SACS has built it for many years, and because it continues to have an incredible success, of course, if you can sail like this.